welcome to the first semi-final competition. Our cupcake panel today is Bailey, Megan, and Sarah. The first cupcake is the Toffee Crunch Cupcake from Baker's Royale. Alright, enjoy.
I'm gonna be the one that's messy and just go
Do
face
it.
in on this.
Do it.
It might be a whole thing. Yes.
Yeah, the cream is so like light and fluffy. It's not too rich.
I like the texture from the chocolate bar.
The toffee bits.
The cake's good, but it's not amazing.
But it's nice that it's dense compared to everything else that seems to be so unbelievably light.
Right. And also that it has a like nice rich sweetness to it, since the cream isn't very sweet at all. It's really lightly flavored with the caramel.
Really love the icing. The icing's absolutely fantastic. It's not overwhelming. Whew, I need more milk.
The next cupcake is the S'mores Cupcake from Your Cup of Cake. Alright, enjoy.
The cake is much more moist this time. It's literally sticking to the roof of my mouth, but I like that. It's
Yeah,
much more
excellent
sweet to me,
easy.
this one is, though.
The marshmallow cream.
Is why, I think.
Oh no, I like the balance of it. I don't find the frosting too sweet at all.
Right.
The chocolate itself is not too sweet either. It's more moist than the last one. I mean, the marshmallow cream is really sweet, but it's nicely balanced between all three components.
Yeah, the cake is not very sweet at all.
No.
It's definitely like a bittersweet kind of chocolate.
I could just eat the icing.
Yeah, icing is always my favorite part of cake
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
This is really good. Yeah, and this is nice because it also echoes a real s'more in that it has graham crackers on both sides.
Yeah.
The next cupcake is the Blackout Cupcake from Cookies and Cups. Alright, enjoy.
Oh, wow. This is a chocoholic's dream come true. Again, the cake on this is fantastic. It kind of reminds me of eating like a cake version of what a Ben & Jerry's ice cream
Yes.
would be, like with the fact that there's like the chunks of brownie
Yes.
and the chunks of batter in it. It's instead of ice
That's
cream,
true.
there's just surrounded by cupcake. It's great.
I'm gonna say it. It's just too chocolate for me. It's just too much chocolate.
I think it's
Yeah,
really
it's so
good
rich.
for like 2 or 3 bites. If I had to eat an entire one of these,
Yes.
my head would explode. In the best possible way.
Because that frosting is, I mean, it's great,
It
but
is
it's overpowering.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very dense. It's a lot more because it's ganache that's sad. It's got that kind of almost granular sort of texture, but it's
It's so thick. Yeah.
Well,
It's
this is a mood enhancing cupcake because you know there's so much, what is it, serotonin that gets released when you eat chocolate, right? So it's going to make you feel happy
Right.
until it makes you feel sick.
The last cupcake is the Chocolate Banana Peanut Butter Cookie Dough Cupcake from Craft Storming. Alright, enjoy.
I actually have to say I really enjoy how simplistic it looks because I do. Like, I think it's really beautiful. I get to see how nice you piped all the frosting
Yes.
onto it. And
I'm gonna go out on a limb and think that this is gonna be my favorite.
Big fan of peanut butter?
Big fan of peanut butter, chocolate, peanut butter, and banana together. I think is a perfect combination.
I love the banana.
Oh, it's really
I
banana.
love the chocolate. I love how light the cake is. I'm actually hate peanut butter
You do?
with a passion, but it's really good for being peanut butter. Like, she knows how much I hate peanut butter. She made a face. But the banana part, it kind of reminds me of like the banana chocolate reminds me of a banana bread cake.
Oh, yeah.
Almost, which is really nice, really lovely.
It sort of reminds me of my childhood.
Just all wrapped up.
Peanut butter on bananas with a big glass of chocolate milk.
Yeah.
That was like what my dad always had for breakfast and for his like right before bed thing. And so that's sort of what I grew up with. That's her
I
favorite.
love it.
You can tell.
It's not too chocolatey. You can taste the banana. The peanut butter's not overpowering. I love it. I think it's great. My tongue is not sticking to the roof of my
Nice.
mouth, which is nice.
And again, I tend to like the lighter icing, so even though it is peanut flavored, it's great texture.
Yeah,
It's
the
very
texture's
light,
really nice.
and it kind of is what you need to balance the fact that the cake is so much more dense and that the filling is dense. It's a nice mixture.
I think too the salt from the peanut butter cuts through that sweetness as well. So it makes it really balanced. The actual cake itself too is not super dense, which you would think would happen when it's got mashed bananas through it.
Right.
I don't know.
Alright, so what did you guys think? Let's start with the toffee crunch cupcake.
I really loved the balance of everything. I liked the dense cake with the really light frosting, with the crunch of the toffee. In my opinion, it was my favorite. I think it just was fantastic.
For me, it was a little too sweet. I love the idea of the crumbled up chocolate bar in there. The frosting, beautifully silky.
I also really like the crunched up toffee bar, the chocolate ganache over the like the Swiss frosting. I thought it was very good.
I think this one is the most elegant. Like
It looks
visually.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Visually, it's such a grown-up looking cupcake. Yes. Especially when compared to the second one, which is the s'mores cupcake. What did we think of that one?
I could eat that frosting all day. Give me a great big bowl, forget about the cupcake itself, I would have that.
I think that one is really clever. I thought it was really delicious. I also agree with Megan about the frosting, which is too good.
I think visually it's really fun. I think it makes people think about camping when they're a kid, and I love the fact that it really is, like Sarah had mentioned, it really is sandwiched. It's graham cracker. For me, it was a little too sweet, but it's the same reason why when I have a normal s'more, I have like one or two, and then it's like, whoo, too much marshmallow. But the icing is out of sight on that.
Okay, third one, the blackout cupcake.
I really love this cupcake. It's really a lot of cupcake. Is I think the main point of detraction from it. It's really, really too rich. But everything is like a symphony while you're eating it.
It's just too much chocolate for me. It was so dense, it was too rich.
I think if I was sitting at home by myself in pajamas with a quart of milk next to me, this would be my best friend.
Yes.
It is a lot of chocolate, and I love chocolate. It is delicious. I think it's perfect. It was like little minis, and everybody could just pop a small little bite. Or to share with somebody, it's perfect. By itself, whew.
But any marriage of cupcake and brownie has to be fundamentally okay, you know?
And
in my
rich.
book. Yeah.
Sure. Yes. Alright, so then the last one, the peanut butter banana chocolate.
Actually really liked it, considering that I hate peanut butter. I thought the icing was fantastic, really light and fantastic, just like that first icing we had. I think the cake for me was out of sight. I think it was actually the best cake you had, but I love banana, so for me, the fact that it was almost kind of muffiny and cakey was just really lovely.
One of my favorite sandwiches growing up was peanut butter and banana sandwiches. So for me, this took me back to my childhood. The silkiness of the frosting itself was beautiful, not too peanut buttery. The peanut butter in the middle was nice and salty, so it cut through the sweetness. The actual cake itself wasn't really dense. You could definitely taste all the components. I thought it was fabulous.
I thought the cake was the strongest part of this cupcake. I loved it. I thought it was great. And everything else was good and also took me back to my childhood.
So it sounds like you made your decision?
Yes.
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 And the winner is the chocolate banana peanut butter cupcake. All right, well, thanks so much for watching, and thanks to our cupcake panel, Bailey, Megan, and Sarah. Check back soon for semifinal round number 2, as well as obviously what comes after that, number 3, and then the finals to find out what cupcake is the best cupcake on My Year of Cupcakes. Check out the website at myyearofcupcakes.com, Twitter and Instagram at Year of Cupcakes, and on Pinterest, My Year of Cupcake, and I'll see you soon.